Welcome to this new grammar lesson. And this lesson is about the passive voice in the past simple. Last time we spoke about the passive voice in the present simple, but today we are speaking about the passive voice in the past simple. For example, our house was built in 1938. Was built is a verb in the passive voice in the past simple. The windows were broken. Were broken is passive in the past simple. For another example, my grandfather built our house in 1938. Built is an active verb in the past simple. My grandfather is the subject. Our house is the object. يبقى built فعل مبني للمعلوم في ال past simple. السبجكت بتاعه الفاعل my grandfather والobject المفعول our house. Now we want to change this sentence into the passive voice. So the object, our house, will become the subject. Now our house is the subject. Our house اللي كان object مفعول بقى subject فاعل. Was built in 1938. So the active sentence is my grandfather built our house in 1938. The passive sentence, our house was built in 1938. To make the passive, use the verb to be in the same tense as the original sentence. Here it is the past simple tense. زي ما قلنا في present simple. بستعمل verb to be في زمن الجملة. الجملة بتاعتي my grandfather built الزمن past simple. يبقى هستعمل verb to be في past simple اللي هو was or were. علشان أختار was or were ببص على السبجكت الجديد بتاعي اللي هو our house هياخد was ولا were؟ طبعا was. يبقى our house was and the past participle of the main verb build. the past participle منه built أو the main verb عندي في past built والpast participle منه برضو built. يبقى our house was built in 1938 علشان نعرف past participles بتاع irregular verb أو irregular verbs نرجع للlist of irregular verbs اللي كانت في درس past simple. Passive plus by. We know this from the present simple lesson. Alexander Bell invented the telephone. This is active. الجملة دي active مبنية للمعلوم. ممكن أعملها passive وكمان يكون فيها السبجكت الأصلي بتاعها بعد by. The telephone was invented. This is passive in the past simple by Alexander Bell. يعني احتفظت بالسبجكت بس حطيت قبليه by في نهاية الجملة. نجيب محفوظ wrote this novel. This novel was written by Naguib Mahfouz. My mother made this bag. This bag was made by my mother. Negative, the same as the present simple. نفس قاعدة present simple لما بنيجي نعمل negative. This money was not lost at home. The offices were not cleaned yesterday. The walls were not painted by Adil. Questions. Yes, no questions. The same as the present simple. You were invited to the wedding. Were you invited to the wedding? We reverse the order. This cake was made at home. Was this cake made at home? This door was opened by the guard. Was this door opened by the guard? WH questions. When were the oranges picked? We begin with the question word. here it's when. بعدين بنعكس الترتيب في الستيتمنت بنقول the oranges were. في الquestion بنقول were the oranges. How was the cup broken? Again we begin with the question word. Here it's how. بعدين بنعكس ترتيب الجملة. في الجملة الستيتمنت الجملة الخبرية بنقول the cup was. في الquestion نقول was the cup. بعدين بنكمل عادي broken past participle من break. Where was the money lost? And this was the end of our lesson. Thank you so much and see you next time.